And thank you all for hosting this event tonight, and thank you to the Senior Citizen Center for letting their building be used for this event. It's great to see such a large crowd out. I am Scott Sullivan, and I grew up in DeQueen, graduated high school there in 1979, and went to college out at Magnolia and got a degree in ag business, and thought I'd get to come back home to the farm, but my dad pulled a sneaky trick on me. He sold all the cows and leased the place out about 3 months before I was supposed to graduate from college, and he said that does two things. That gets me out of the cow business, and that makes you go get a job. So I went to work trying to find a job, and went to work for Farm Bureau Insurance, where I was a claims adjuster there for 14 years. I spent 12 years in Texarkana. 10 years ago, I got the opportunity to come back home. Dad had decided he was ready to go back into the farming business back in the late 80s, and we built some hog houses for Tyson and had that up and going, and he decided it was time for me to come home or time to sell it, so I went, gave Farm Bureau my resignation and hightailed it back home to the farm, where we raised cows, pigs, and pine trees, and it's just been a part of my life since I was in diapers. Mother talks about the chew that she gave my granddad one time whenever he would ride and check his cow's horseback, and he would carry me up on the swell of the saddle with him. And one day he got over there in the pasture, and I was in my diapers. It was June. I was probably two and a half years old, and Granddad had a cow that he had the doctor, so he just rode the cow and let me sitting up on the horse and gave the cow, got off and gave the cow a shot. And Mother looked out the back and saw what happened, and when Granddad got back to the house, he wasn't ready for the flogging that he got. So the farm's been in my bloodline ever since I was a little boy. But 6 years ago, I was running for state representative, and I was fortunate enough to win that race. And I have spent the last 3 sessions in Little Rock being the state representative for District 21, which is Sevier County and Southern Howard County. And that has been a great honor for me to be a servant for the people of the 21st District. And I would like that opportunity to be y'all's state senator. I'm going to sit here and ask each and every one of you right now for your vote. I need your help and support to be your senator. I will be a person that you can approach at any time, and I will work hard for you. I am presently honored to be the Speaker Pro Tem of the House and Chairman of the Legislative Council. That allows me a lot of time in Little Rock and be a part of a lot of committees that affects each and every one of us in this state, but it is my honor to be of service to the people of Arkansas. I feel like as a candidate, I want to work hard for economic development in Southwest Arkansas and help create jobs. And I think it's important in this part of the state that is rural and looking for ways to develop jobs, that we have a great opportunity to reduce our dependency upon foreign oil by developing a biofuel-based industry. And I think the key is to get out of the food crop and into cellulosic technology. And I have been honored to go to Minnesota and with Mike Ross, and to Missouri and Illinois with Farm Bureau, and look at different biofuel plants. And I see what getting our fuel from corn and soybeans has done to hurt our animal agriculture in the state. And I feel like it's important that we start looking at the effects of developing fuel from food, and need to be looking seriously at cellulosic technology, which that can help everybody in here that owns a piece of land that has trees on it, because we can capture that waste that's being left into the forest now and turn that into fuel. The other thing that's important to our part of the state, and I feel like we need to really focus hard on, is health care. I think all Arkansans deserve the chance to have quality health care, and I want to be sure that it is addressed in our part of the state. I know here in Murfreesboro, we have issues with the hospital here. The Queen, we have issues with the hospital there. I think Nashville's very fortunate that they have Dr. Hernsberger and some dedicated doctors that are working with their hospital there and in the process of trying to build a new hospital. But I recognize that it is important for any industry looking at our area to have access to good health care. And I feel like all Arkansans, whether they need to be in a hospital or a nursing home or whatever, should have access to quality health care. And with that, I want to close and just be sure to ask each and every one of you for your vote. And if you have any questions, please feel free to approach me. We'll be glad to talk as long as y'all want to talk. Thank y'all. Good night.